Be a part of the program. 646-257-3920 is the number. We do not screen our calls. So if you are a right-winger, you are a conservative, you are any one of the 1,453 flavors of libertarians out there, want to call in, you want to say Baba Booey and hang up on me, feel free. You want to call in and challenge the idea that we should have government provide any services for our citizens, by all means. If you want to call in and talk about how you have a secret plan to get Medicare for all that we are somehow inhibiting by using the video platform that we're using or something like that, I'm open to hearing that as well. In the meantime, we hear a lot of people on both sides of the political divide talk about how elements of our country are beginning to feel like a failed state. Like a banana republic, if you will. I think people understand what I mean when I say banana republic. Or do they? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you radio host John Fredericks, who has North Carolinian congressional candidate Bo Hines on. Bo's a young man. How old is Bo?
That's a good question. He's recently graduated from Yale, I believe, was a college football player. But Bo Hines,
he's about to be 27.
Now,
young man. Yep. Damn.
A lot of people assume you go to an Ivy League school, you're going to come out highly educated. There may be a problem in the Yale history department. I give you Bo Hines, Yale graduate, North Carolinian Republican candidate for Congress.
You get to Congress, is it going to be real? Are we actually going to be willing to defund IRS, FBI, and things of that nature?
Well, I mean, we have to. I mean, we're at a point in our country now where we have a unregulated fourth branch of government that's targeting middle-class Americans on a daily basis. I mean, it's unbelievable what we're seeing. You know, a lot of people have likened the situation that's going on right now as, you know, they say we're in a banana republic. I think that's an insult to banana republics across the country. I mean, at least the manager of Banana Republic, unlike our president, knows where he is and why he's there and what he's doing.
Banana Republic might not mean what you think it means.
It's an insult to banana republics across the country.
This country should be more like J. Crew.
Bonobos.
I like the idea that, like, I feel a little bit of sympathy. This guy is the same age as my younger brother. And that he has gone through his entire life. His dad was apparently a football player. That's where Bo gets it from. But he also played college football is what I mean by that. That he went through his whole life hearing people say, like, we're becoming a banana republic and thought it was the, like, upscale version of Gap.
Right.
Like, the clothes aren't even folded.
We're becoming a storefront in a mall.
This is unbelievable. First off, it also could be a way of, like, I want to get in there that the IRS is an agency that is rogue, and instead of it being the agency that helps fund the government, not helps, it funds the government, essentially. That's our revenue service. This is the way that we get our revenue. And in fact, the increase in IRS agents is to go after not middle-class people, but to go after extremely wealthy people. Maybe he's just anti-tax.
But that's the thing, is they all act like it's going to come after normal, regular people. Well, it's like, well, let's make sure they don't do that, and they go after, like, high-level tax avoidance.
Well, also, everybody should be paying their taxes. Everybody who owes taxes should be paying their taxes. I don't care who you are. You pay your taxes. But the best part is just like willy-nilly. Can we just go around, like, how many different agencies would you? Get rid of 5 agencies. One, two. I can't come up with the other two, but they've switched. They used to be always the Commerce Department and the Education Department were the ones they wanted to get rid of, and now they're going right for the IRS and all of the law enforcement. And frankly, you get rid of the fellow law enforcement. I'm okay with that. I mean, let's, for the most part, we can get rid of some of that. I mean, of course, you guys are going to be, I don't know who's going to spy on your Muslim students anymore, but
Yeah, exactly. That's coming back too.
But look at the guy's face who asked the question. Like, I can't tell if he's just watching himself in the camera and he's getting just sort of like caught up in that, or if he actually hears what the guy's saying and tries not to have a reaction.
Well, yeah, we can play it again, but he doesn't have a reaction, at least on the audio podcast, which I listen to the rest of. They just keep moving.
They keep moving, right? No, that's what I'm saying.
Anyway.
Like, full-on poker face. Maybe neither one of them knows.
Yeah. Well, what's funny about this is Fredericks says, like, he sort of sets up the interview like, I endorsed Madison Cawthorn initially, but after a certain point, like, we just need serious people in. So, like, how are you going to make sure, you have the sort of wisdom and
Oh, boy. Next. Can
we just watch it one more time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is really amazing. It is, I mean, and kudos to this guy at least. All right. Because a lot of times you'll hear a lot of these right wingers just drop Banana Republic and they won't even go into it. But he really digs into like what the implications are.
You get to Congress. Is it going to be real? Are we actually going to be willing to defund IRS, FBI, and things of that nature?
Well, I mean, we have to. I mean, we're at a point in our country now where we have a unregulated fourth branch of government that's targeting middle-class Americans on a daily basis. I mean, it's unbelievable what we're seeing. A lot of people have likened the situation that's going on right now as, they say we're in a banana republic. I think that's an insult to banana republics across the country. I mean, at least the manager at Banana Republic, unlike our president, knows where he is and why he's there and what he's doing.
I don't know. Like his smile is like this.
Yeah. He goes through like 4 gradations of smiling and grimacing.
But I just wonder what this guy Hines thinks that people were saying about we're in a banana republic.
That's like a frickin' Spencer's Gifts in here.
Like, but honestly, like, what would if we were in like an Old Navy? That's one thing.
It's like you go into a red state, like, this is just like a freaking Hobby Lobby in here.
What? Like, what?
The Holiday Inn in here.
Like, what would be... Like what? Like
what's the essence of that metaphor?
Yeah. Like okay, we're in a banana republic.
Like you can't get somebody to help you with the fitting room.
Yeah, like what's like everything's so, supposed fancy in here, but the fashions are really just off the shelf.
Right.
Like I don't get what. Like I mean, I'm not. Like I mean, does he know something about fashion? This is what I'm asking. This is a sincere question. Because I walk into a Banana Republic, I can't really tell the difference between that and a Gap. I know like the prices may be a little bit different, but and maybe there's more like slacks or whatever. I don't know.
It's a little bit dressier.
I don't go into like there's an outlet around the corner. I go into that occasionally, and I get a shirt. But does he in his mind think like, ugh, Banana Republic is so basic?
Well, I mean,
like what?
He transferred to Yale, and his parents were able to like cover the cost of that. He didn't get a scholarship there. Like I said, his dad was a professional football player, so like maybe he looks like at Banana Republic is like, this is garbage. Like this is not exactly a Club Monaco.
I go to Saks or like Brooks Brothers. Is that still in business?
Yeah, Brooks Brothers.
Where do people go if you are really looking down on? Is it J. Crew? Do you go to J. Crew?
I would have said Club Monaco, but that's
Or
just
like H&M, maybe. I don't know, H&M or.
I don't know.
It's like a freaking Banana Republic.
He walks in. He's like, "This is better than Biden's
Do you
America."
think this candidate would do a half-an-hour podcast, come on the show just to explain what he thought that metaphor meant?
He's like 27?
Because I would
Not
have
ours.
I would have
You
mine.
don't think? Yeah, you think?
I will. We're going to put up a reward. Free Majority Report t-shirt to the person who can get the answer from Bo Hines What's so bad about what's so bad about a banana? Well, I mean, I guess he said like it is almost like a criticism of banana. Like it's not.
He says it was unfair to Banana Republics.
It's actually being unfair to Banana Republic. They're better.
At least the
So he
managers know
likes
where they
it.
are.
So
Yeah.
he's like, so in his mind, he would have said like, we're more like an Old Navy.
Yeah, it's like an Old Navy in here. It's Old Navy on dollar flip-flop day.
Yeah.
On sale.
This is like if Land's End had a showroom.
It's like Uniqlo in here.
Yeah.
Isn't Uniqlo? No.
They're low. They're pretty low.
Oh, are they?
It's like kind of cheaply made stuff, so it's like fashionable,
Fast fashion,
but it's
yeah.
kind of it's a little bit less like refined, I'd say.
Because I always like, I've always thought like I gotta go in there and get a jacket or something like that.
I think like one of like the Luce family or something, one of those like old Brahmin oligarch families, when Jack Ruby was killed, their reaction was, "What, Jesus Christ, what are we, a banana republic?" Just imagine them thinking with the department store.
That's where they came up with the idea of it.
That's where they found out.
I like to think that everybody understands. What? No, Joe Manchin does not own Kohl's. Doesn't that guy from Wisconsin own Kohl's?
Who owns Kohl's?
I don't think Manchin owns
No, he owns
Kohl's
like,
the store?
Yeah.
No, that was Herb Kohl, I thought.
Right, Herb Kohl was a senator from Wisconsin.
Exactly, yeah.
it's like a Kohl's in here.
Yeah. I've been to Kohl's.